Hello, what's good YouTube? Hope you guys are all doing well and welcome to another episode of Stayin in D1. As you guys know, in the last episode we won Division 1 three times in a row now, and we went ahead and made a new team, a 4-3-3 Serie A La Liga BPL hybrid here. For the most parts, it looked good on paper, but it did not play well in game, and part of it is because so many people use ultra defensive tactics on Division 1. As you guys can see, we come up against this guy in a 5-2-1-2, and he put it on ultra defensive, and he just put it on counter attack, and it was over the top through balls on me all day long. You guys can see this is the first one right away in the 12th minute. He goes with over the top through ball, which I poorly defend, so this is a lot of it is just me playing poor defense, and he scores right away in the 12th minute with one. And it was just one of those games where all he did was over the top through balls over and over, and I have nothing against them, don't get me wrong, they are legit, but I went ahead and switched to a 3-5-2 as I just realized the 4-3-3 was not working, especially against people who play like this. And again, look at this, over the top through balls over and over from literally the other side of the pitch. I'm just going to show you again. He's going to try it. This is all he was trying the whole game, and unfortunately it worked. And this is the first person I've played that it's worked again. Again, look at this, another over the top through ball, and he just goes far post, somehow sneaks it by the keeper there, and he ends up getting his second goal. But I definitely realized he was struggling way more when I was playing the 3-5-2 against when I was using the 4-3-3 here. As you guys saw, I switched. But in the second half, he breaks free, and now he crosses it into Balotelli, and Balotelli heads it in. And it was just one of those games, guys, where I could not finish. I had plenty of chances that I have not shown you guys here. I mean, losing this game was completely my fault. It was the first game of the day, and I played horribly. In the 90th minute, eventually, finally, something goes in for us, so we don't get the 3-0 loss. We get a 3-1 loss instead. But you guys are going to see the match stats in a second here. He literally didn't do anything the second half. It was all me, and I just could not finish. You guys see there's 7 shots on target, and they were really good chances. I mean, they were one-on-one with the keeper, but I just could not finish. Very, very poor playing by me, so I deserve the loss. The only bad thing is this is a guy that I've beat pretty badly. I've beat him 5-1 before, way early in this series. I'm talking about like episode 4 or 5, and he sent me a rage message talking about how much I sucked and this and that, and I end up losing to him. So that was a little bit of a salty loss there. So we went ahead and made a brand new team, guys. We went ahead with a 3-5-2. I got Inform Lucas in a pack, so I figured let's go ahead and use him. Not a big fan of him, to be honest. He didn't play that well for me, so I'm actually gonna probably sell him and just earn my coin. And we come up against a 4-1-2-1-2 full French side. And guys, the 4-1-2-1-2 is really good defensively, as it was last year. I have a lot of trouble playing against it, no joke. I might make a 4-1-2-1-2 team, but look at this horrible defending by me. I mean, this is atrocious. He just pretty much walks through my defense, no, literally just walks through and shoots it and gets a goal, and I was just smacking myself in the head like, what am I doing? But Ramirez here is going to keep possession of the ball, uses his strength to pushes off the defender, and we get a little bit lucky there as we maintain possession, but he's going to continue his run, Ramirez does, and as cool as the other side of the pillow, he goes ahead and slots it in to equalize in the 53rd minute finally. As I said, the 4-1-2-1-2 is very difficult to score against if they're on defensive, which most people are on Division 1. That's why I kind of enjoy tournaments more. A lot of people, I mean, nothing against defensive or ultra defensive tactic at all. I mean, people play it and it is effective, but it's a very slow paced game at that point. And that's why I did make a new series called Tournament Tested, so you guys see a little bit more fun gameplay, because Division 1 is like serious mode most of the time. So in any case, we go with the over-the-top through ball ourselves, learning some tactics from our earlier opponent. But here a nice heel-to-heel by Juan Mata. Gets unlucky not to finish, but Demba Ba, who is an absolute beast. I used him earlier this year, was not a fan of him, but when I used him again in a 3-5-2, he's so good. Last time I used him in a 4-2-2, and I did not enjoy him, but in a 3-5-2, he plays really, really well. He's just so strong. He's really, really good and very cheap. So now it's 3-1. We were doing really well, but eventually we're going to go ahead and cross this one in as we do some nice work with Juan Mata. Oh, I'm sorry, we don't cross it. We go for the shot, but Torres is going to clean things up. and give us one more goal for a 4-1 lead. And at this point, he put his controller down, so I said, "You know what? I'm gonna score one more to get my confidence back from losing the last game. I got my butt kicked last game, not gonna lie. So I wanted to go ahead and just completely annihilate anyone I came up against to make sure I still had my swag, if that makes sense. So we're gonna go ahead and win this one 5-1, get some redemption, and now we're at 3 points. And we're still in the race for Division One. We only have one loss, so we're gonna continue with our 3-5-2 team that played well and see how it goes. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. If you guys like this content, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you guys have any questions for me, leave them in the comment section below or send me a message on YouTube. I'll be more than happy to answer them. You guys all have a good one. Take care. Later.